This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Hello everybody, welcome back to McBain High School. Eric Sharp along with Dr. Steve Preisel. We're just about a minute or so away from the national anthem. But Manton didn't leave the field. They never left the field. Normally teams warm up, head to the locker room, talk it over. They just didn't leave. I think they're amped up.
I think they're amped up. I think they're ready to go, and looks like a nice night for football.
A big shout out goes to our crew tonight. Heather Stilson, director. Replay and graphics, Kaylee Roby, Autumn Rodriguez, Michaela Bivens, and Cameron Beal are all on the cameras, and we'll throw it down to the field for the national anthem. So a big game tonight. McBain Ramblers, Manton Rangers trying to keep pace with the Lake City Trojans in the Highland Conference. Both teams coming in with a 2-1 record in the Highland Conference. McBain 3-2 losses to two ranked opponents in the state, Kingsley and Lake City, and Manton their only loss coming to the Lake City Trojans. Getting ready to get underway here. We've got 12 minutes on the clock. Turned out to be a beautiful night. After being out in the weather all day, it was rainy, it was gross, and I'm like, man, I hope we're not outside.
First for the visiting Rangers. At center,
it's
number
it's a
65,
nice,
Noah
cool
Miles.
autumn night and perfect for football here in Northern Michigan.
At guard, a junior, number 50,
Big
Tristan Lytle.
thank you to our sponsors for tonight's game. It's presented by Munson Healthcare
guard,
Cadillac
a senior,
Hospital,
number
Wolverine Power
55, Gavin
Cooperative, and
Summers.
Great Lakes Energy, Fox Motors of Cadillac,
At
Cadillac Tire,
tackle, a
LC
junior,
Materials,
number 62,
McBain,
Brady
McBain
Pitts.
Family Pharmacy, and Pizza Plus.
At tackle,
DVDs
a
of the
senior,
game are available
number
at
77, Jake
cctv.org
Renford.
and mynews26.com. You can order a single game or
At wide
pre-order
receiver,
a
a
box
freshman,
set
number 3, Lucas
of,
McKernan.
we have Cadillac's games, Manton,
At wide
McBain, Lake
receiver, a
City
junior,
games
number
also
4,
available.
Ramirez.
All the games that we covered, you can get them on those websites.
Receiver, a junior,
CCTV
number
Cadillac,
15, Isaac Radis.
cctv-cadillac.org, and mynews26.com. DVD orders support the cost of
Running back,
equipment
a senior,
and
number 22, Nick
supervision
Dunham.
of students. All sports are produced with cooperation between the Wexford Soccer and Technical
Senior,
Center,
number 44.
CCTV, and mynews26. We've got students running cameras, graphics, and
Senior, number
replay,
9, Jacob
and they're
Hahn.
supervised by a professional director. This is,
The Rangers are coached
we've
by
got
Mr.
two
Eric Ferrari,
vans
Mr.
this
Jim
year
Collins,
filming
Mr. Colin
two different
McGrew,
football
Mr.
games
Adam
every
Pullman,
week.
and Mr. Chad Weston.
Games first air Fridays at 11 p.m.
And now the starting
Saturdays at
lineup
11
for
a.m.
McBain
Replays
Ramblers.
Saturday at 4 p.m. and Sunday at 4 p.m. So introducing
At
the starting
defensive end, a
lineups.
junior, number 75,
Do you
Owen
guys got
Monaco.
have any students over in the CCTV
At defensive
television
end, a senior,
radio
number 44, Noah Hendrickson.
This year, I know that
At defensive tackle, a junior, number 68, Caleb.
pretty neat. I know there's some expansion going on, so I'm not sure how many, if any, that we have for this, but it's a really nice program.
When I was growing up, I graduated in 2005 from Cadillac. We had a a TV program and a radio program, and I tapped those out my first 2 years. I knew I wanted to do that as a career, and eventually I tapped it out, and they didn't have anything like that CCT or the program at the Career Technical Center, and all the programs there. It's gotten bigger and bigger every year.
It's very unique to the area, and we always talk about having opportunities for kids, and it's just great to have that.
Well, and it's crazy to think too. You've got kids. The last I had heard, you've got kids coming from Houghton Lake and Roscommon, Brethren. I mean, they're all coming to that facility, and it's just incredible what they can offer and the head start that it's giving them. So a big thank you going to the CCTV, the CTC program and the partnership. It's just a great thing to get these kids some real life experience on it. So teams gathered at midfield. They'll both just kind of waiting around here. It's not 7 o'clock yet. We can't start the game.
Well, Manton's ready to go.
Yeah, like I said, they never left the field, and they were warming up the entire time. Manton in their road white uniforms, white tops, white pants, black helmets with the flying M on one side and the numerals on the other side. McBain in their home greens, green jerseys, yellow pants, yellow helmet with the winged wheel on both sides. Looks like McBain won the toss and elected to defer to the second half, so we'll getting ready to get this thing underway. Looks like George Brown, the junior, doing the kicking duties for the Ramblers. And a little bit unorthodox. It doesn't look like he has a tee. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody kick a ball like this. Brown's kick. There is a flag on the play, so hold it. We haven't started anything yet. It looks like McBain was a little antsy getting over that line, so they'll back him up another 5 yards and try it again.
You maybe haven't seen that, but if the Ramblers scored quite a bit tonight, you're going to see it a lot. This is what they do, and it's just a philosophy Coach Maloney uses, and it seemed to work out so far.
Yeah, I was surprised with how it's like he threw the ball into a tight spiral. I didn't expect it. All right, so let's get it underway again. George Brown set to kick off for the Ramblers. On his way in, the kick slightly end over end, fielded there. Coming up the near side, the ball's fumbled. And it looks like the Ramblers might have it. They're signaling they do. And it is Rambler ball. Well, I didn't know what was going on, and it works like that. It's like they called it. So the Ramblers are going to take over with great field position on that kickoff right at the 50-yard line. So we'll get to see the McBain Rambler offense right away. Just underway here, 11:54 left in the first quarter. Set back in the spread is Seelan. Man in motion, going far side. Hand off to him. He'll try to cut it around end. He's going to be snowed under there. Give him a gain of about 1 going to that far side. Looked like Ealing was the carry on there, the wide receiver coming in motion. So they'll give him about a half a yard.
Like a lot of teams you'll see McBain, they're going to be doing a no huddle almost all the time.
That it seems that almost all those spread offenses, they never huddle up. They look over to the sideline, get it, and go.
Yep.
One back set behind the quarterback, Sealand. Hand off to that back. That was 35, Logan Vandenboss. Vandenboss will gain about 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. So it looks like McBain running 4 wide receivers, 1 back set somewhere in that backfield, sometimes in front, sometimes behind. Man in motion going far side, that's Camphouse. Seelan rolls to his right, pass is caught by Camphouse. He's down just across the 30. Where are they going to put him? They actually put him out right at about the They're throwing the ball all over, and I don't know where it's going. It looks like they spotted him at about the 32-yard line, so it's a first down for McBain.
You got 3 plays tonight, 3 different players. You're going to see a lot of that. They distribute the ball well. They're going to need to continue to do that tonight.
I know talking to Logan Nemeth, McBain has some big wideouts. Fumble on the play. Camphouse will recover it. He's coming near side. He'll get a couple yards, maybe up to the 30 before he's forced out of bounds. Got really lucky there. A little bit sloppy on the transfer on that end around.
Last week there were some real exchange problems at times. They got it figured out, but the ball was on the ground probably a little bit more than what they wanted.
So McBain looking over here near side. 10-29, no score. He ran out of bounds, so the clock will stop. Give him a gain of about 2, so it's 2nd and 8. The back banded boss set just in front of the quarterback Sealand. Sealand barking out the signals. Gets the snap a little bit high. He rolls to his right. Now he's going to keep it. Cuts around to the end. He's at the 25, down to the 20 before he's shoved out of bounds. He's going to have a first down. I think they're going to put him right at the 20. So another first down for the Ramblers, and this offense on the move. So 1st and 10, ball will be spotted right at the 20-yard line. 10:22 left. Sealand setting the shotgun, man coming in motion. Hand off to him, trying to cut it around end. He's going to be brought down to the backfield. Give him a loss of about 3 or 4. Looked like 44 in on the stop, Caleb Melke.
Nice job by the end there, containing the ball.
Jake War was also in on the stop for the Ramblers. For the Rangers. Give him a loss of about 4. Now the sun has gone away and it's gotten a little darker. It was the perfect day and now it's getting dark. I hope those showers are staying away for just a little bit longer. Wide receivers moving in a little closer on this side. Stacked up, man going in motion. Handoff, nope. It was kept right there by Sealand, and he's going to be brought down, lose another couple. It'll be 3rd and about 16.
Well, he was there right away, wasn't he? Not
Yeah.
much of a choice there.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of motion, but if you can find a hole, you can really disrupt it fast.
Absolutely. It's that time.
Sealand setting the shotgun. Right on his 30-yard line. Need to gain 15 here. Sealand will roll out to his right. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man open. Caught. He did catch it. Touchdown. Garrett Verberkmos. I want to know how tall that kid is because he looks like a monster from here.
You know, he's 6'6" is what I believe he's listed at. So you look at that length, and a lot of your D-backs are probably 5'10", maybe. It's pretty tough to guard. And you know what? Sealand does a great job at when he does throw that ball. He gets it up where he can go get it. And he's got good hands.
It was a nice rollout, and he had all kinds of time. He rolled out and was able to chuck a nice ball that only Verberkmos was going to get. Kick on the way, and it's blocked. So 8:53 left to go here in McBain. McBain on top, 6-0. After it wasn't an onside kick, but it worked like an onside kick, and they had great field position. So
I think you'll see it again here in a little bit.
yeah, like you said, if they're going to score a lot of points, we're going to see a lot of it. And the War, I believe, was who fumbled it for Manton. He had fielded it well. It's just they instantly had pressure on him, and it was and it ended up getting coughed up and put on the turf. So Manton coming on the road, it's never tough or never easy to come to McBain, and you're already in the hole, 6-0. So we'll wait for the teams to mosey back out onto the field. Big thank you to our sponsors once again, Munson Healthcare, Cadillac Hospital, Wolverine Power Cooperative, and Great Lakes Energy. Fox Motors of Cadillac, Cadillac Tire, LC Materials, McBain Family Pharmacy, and Pizza Plus. Ball spotted down at the 40-yard line. George Brown set to do the kicking for the Ramblers. Ramblers on top 6-0, 8:53 left to go here in the first quarter. Kick, a deep one, down to the 25, taken there, up to the 30, 35, out at about the 38-yard line before he's out of bounds. Isaac Radin was the deep man taking that kickoff, so we'll get to see the Rangers offense now. And from what I've heard, both teams run a very similar spread look to their offense. Talking to the Manton radio team, they're up-tempo, just like McBain is. They don't huddle, and they're going to roll. Quarterback for the Rangers, Jacob Hahn. They've got 3 wide receivers split out to the far side. One back set next to Hahn, that's Nick Dunham. Hahn will roll to his left. He's going to chuck it deep. It's way too deep, over the head of the receiver. And looked like a little bit of a miscommunication as that pass falls incomplete. Good coverage there. He was in double coverage. There was no way he was going to get to it.
Yeah, he had 3 receivers, so kind of over in that side of the field. So, yeah, but Rambler stayed with all 3.
So just as McBain did, the Rangers looking to the sideline for their play. Wide receivers split two to each side, and a running back right next to the quarterback on the keeper, coming around near side, tries to cut it back up. He's out to about the 46-yard line, so he'd be really close to a first down. There is a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Hahn kept it. It is a hold on the Rangers, so it's going to push him back. It's going to be second and about 17 or 18 here. And that's not what you want after you get a nice gainer right there. That would give you a third and very manageable.
I never played offensive line back in the day, but they got such a tough job. It's such a close quarters, and yeah, sometimes they say you can call holding up just about on any play. So they do their best.
I was an offensive lineman, and I held on every single play. You just have to know how to hide it. I don't think I was ever called for a hold. So Hahn setting the shotgun, barking out the signals. He'll give it off to the running back. That's Nick Dunham. He's going to be snowed under in the backfield. Loss of about 2 there. It's going to bring up third and a country mile. They've got to get all the way to the 48-yard line, set back right around the 29, so third and 19. 2 wide receivers set to the far side, a tight end and a wide receiver on the near side. Hahn dropping back, fires a pass out. I don't think the receiver ever saw it. The intended receiver is Caleb Melke, and he never looked back for the ball. I don't think he had any idea the ball was thrown. So McBain gets him to punt right now with 7:56 left.
Hendrickson and Rose really did a nice job getting pressure on the ball that time. QB, that makes a big difference when you got those guys charging at you and get rid of that ball probably a little bit earlier.
And he put a good ball out there. It's just I don't think the receiver was ready for it to be coming because, like you said, there was pressure there. And is there a flag on the play or what's going on here? There is a flag. He didn't throw it. I don't know if it's a delay of game. I'm trying to see what's going on.
Is there a signal out there?
There was. Is it a legal shift or too many men? We've got the... there we go. Substitution infraction. I'm assuming they just had too many guys out there. We were looking in the rule book up here like, what's that mean? Snap on its way, kick end over end, tail dragger. It'll bounce at the 40, roll out to the 50. And it'll be down right at about the McBain 49-yard line. So the Ramblers, great field position again. Their offense humming on that first drive, and they look to capitalize again. And that's exactly what you want too. Short field, really short field.
Well, and like when you saw the last series here, run the ball, they pitched it out a couple times, and then got in trouble, and they went to the big guy, and it works out.
Well, it was a good balanced offense. I mean, they're running it well, running and passing, and then when you have that security blanket of a wide receiver, he's enormous. Big run right there by Sealand. He stretches out, give him a gain of about 8 or 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1, but man, he's fast.
He is. This is what makes it difficult for the opposing defenses with Sealand, is that you're going to spread the ball, and then all of a sudden you see him shooting up the gut. He's got great vision.
Well, and this is the first that I've watched the Ramblers play. I've listened to it on the radio, Jay doing the games on 107.9, and it's in person. You've got the running back's a monster, too. I mean, he's a load. Man in motion there, handoff right up the middle to that aforementioned running back. He's going to have enough for a first down, give him a gain of about 4 yards. That was Logan Vandenbos, and yeah, I mean, him running downhill, a quarterback who's shifty and a wide receiver who's enormous. That's a recipe for success.
Yeah, Coach Maloney does a really nice job of mixing it up like that. A dose of Vandenbos. I don't know how many people want to be hitting that too many times. He runs, straight, and he runs hard.
See, I don't think at any point in my life I ever wanted to be hit by that. 2 running backs set behind Sealand. Handoff right up the middle. That's number 8, Ealing. Ealing will gain about 5 yards. And they're really mixing it up here. Different formations, moving wide receivers around and stuff like that. And Manton so far really hasn't had an answer for it. 6:15 clock rolling here in the first quarter. 2nd and 5. McBain on top, 6-0 here in McBain on a beautiful September night. Handoff right there. Vandenbos, they had him in the backfield right there. He's going to lose a couple, and it looked like Manton got some great pressure coming through the line there.
The line's getting some good penetration, but I think that's what Coach Maloney's using. They're kind of getting by some of that quick penetration, getting down the field.
If you overcommit, you overpenetrate, then that's when that quarterback's going to keep it. He tried to keep it right there, and he's going to be brought down right around the original line of scrimmage. Let's see where they spot him. It looks like they've got him at the 35, so it'll be 4th and about 7, and you've got to think they're going to go for it here. There's no sense in punting it.
We're down territory.
So it'll be 4th and about 8 yards to go. McBain looking to the sideline, getting their offensive play. Sealand, the junior quarterback, with the running back Vandenbos set right next to him. 1 wide receiver near side, 2 the far side. Sealand dropping back. He's going to roll near side. He's being chased. Chucks it down there. Just a little bit too far. The intended receiver, I couldn't tell if it was 34 Rodenbaugh or Camphouse. But either way, Manton holds, and they will have the ball 1st and 10 from about their own 35-yard line.
Sealand gave him a nice shot at that one, but man, that is a very nice defensive series there.
Yeah, they only gave up 1 first down and really didn't give up many yards, and that's what Manton needed, because if McBain gets rolling, it's going to be a long night. Handoff right up the middle. Trying to look at the monitor here. 22, Nick Dunham, he's snowed under. He's going to lose about 5 yards there, and they got right through. Pressure instantly.
It looked like they were blitzing, but I'm not sure. All I know is that he was there.
They almost had the handoff before it got handed off. 4:22 left to go here in the first quarter. Hahn takes the snap. He'll fire a quick pass out, and it was batted down at the line, trying to get a number of who got that one. It was number 2, Justin Camphouse, coming off the edge, and he batted that one down. So Manton so far really no offensive rhythm, and trying to avoid another 3 and out. 3rd and about 15.
Bring some pressure here.
Hahn rolling out on the option, pitch to Dunham. Dunham cutting it up. He'll gain maybe a yard or two, but McBain defense staying committed on that option, didn't fall for it, and it's going to bring up another 4th down. So 4th down and about 12 or 13. Manton will have to punt again. Trent Grover is the punter for the Manton Rangers, and Verberkmos, the wide receiver, is the return man for the Ramblers. Kick end over end. It'll bounce down, 45, rolling. It'll be down at about the McBain 42-yard line where the Ramblers offense will take over again, 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, the Ramblers last 2 times, looks like they were going to block the punts, but they're getting pretty close.
They got really close on that last one. The first one they were close, but the last one I thought it was going into the end zone the other way. So Rambler offense back on the field again, leading 6-0. 3:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Quick pass out on the near side. Caught by Camphouse. He's at the 45, down at the 40. Give him maybe the 39-yard line. Nope, they're going to put him at the 40-yard line, but a quick pass here on the near side. And that's about 20 yards, and McBain rolling once again.
You know, they get the ball out. And the other thing, too, away from the ball, you see these receivers blocking, and that's something that the team works on. And, you don't really get a lot of credit for it, but they open some guys up.
It's almost no different than running a toss play. If you're going to chuck it out that fast to either side, you've got a blocker established out there, and you can get your your lineman pulling. Sealand will hang on to the ball there on that spread option look. He's going to lose maybe half a yard, so it'll bring up 2nd down and a 10.5, we'll call it. Ball sitting on the Manton 40-yard line.
Nice job by the Manton interior lineman there, plugging it up.
And you've seen Manton get good pressure. They got gashed for the long touchdown pass. The pass here just a minute ago coming to the near side, but interior line, they're getting a lot of pressure. Sealand takes the snap, hands off right up the middle. Vanden Bosch looked like he got that one. He'll get that yard back and another, so it'll bring up 3rd down and a long 9. Actually, 3rd and 10. He's back to the original line of scrimmage. So if you're McBain, I feel like you roll him out again to Verberkmos' side and have him chuck it.
Pretty easy to roll out Sealand just about every time because he can run it, throw it.
Man in motion, Camphouse, Sealand rolling out right side. He's pressured there. Camphouse had it and dropped it, hit him in the hands. I think he was turning upfield before he had control of it.
Same exact play as before. I think he was so excited because he remembers the first time they ran it, and he got about a 15-yard pickup.
And there was no one around him. I think he saw all that open field and just took his eyes off the ball. But again, 4-down territory. Ball sitting on the 40-yard line. 4th and 10. The Ramblers will go for it. Vanden Bosch set next to Sealand. Man in motion is Camphouse. A toss back to him. Back over to Sealand. It's caught there. Down to the 30. They're not going to have enough for the 1st down. A little bit of a halfback pass. And it didn't work, so the Rangers will take back over. Great job by the Manton defense to stay home there.
They're working against a short field 2 times, and the defense stepped up. Nice job by them.
And we'll see if the Manton offense can get something rolling here. They've been somewhat stymied to start it out, but they've shut down the McBain offense after McBain rolled down the field on that first drive. 1:37 left. Rangers will take over. Now in an I formation. Pass out on the far side, and I think he just slipped on the turf. Turf monster got him. Pass was complete to Regneris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but it had all the workings of being a good play. And Manton didn't expect them to come out in the I formation. I thought they were a spread team. They go back to that I formation. Hahn under center. He'll hand off to the deep man, Dunham. He's up really just back to the line of scrimmage again. No gain. McBain's defense stout so far tonight.
Give Manton's coach, how do you pronounce his last name there, Aaron?
That is Solani.
Coach Solani mixing it up here and just trying to give the guys some different opportunities. Good for him.
Hahn back in the shotgun. He's going to be pressured, and he's going to lose about 15 yards there. Great job by that McBain Rambler defense to get pressure on the quarterback. He was almost immediately pressured, tried to evade it, and lost a ton of yards.
Yeah, I believe that was Logan Rodenball that time. They just, like I said at the very get-go, the defense has gotten so much better. And, as you get better, get more comfortable, you get more aggressive, and coaches are letting them play.
Well, and you trust the people around you, so I can pin my ears back and run at them. So we'll see if they get more pressure on the punt, and they're really close. It's going to be fielded by Verberkmos. He'll call for a fair catch at about the 39-yard line. So another short field, 4.3 seconds left to go here in this first quarter, so time for just one more play. On a beautiful night here in McBain.
Sure feels like football weather, doesn't it?
It's just about I think 2 weeks ago it was uncomfortably humid and you didn't want to do anything. And then starting last week, it's just gotten better and better. I love the fall.
Yeah, I do too.
Handoff going far side. That's Ealing. Ealing will get around end. Let's see what they give him. Maybe right at a gain of a half a yard or so. That's going to do it for our first quarter. We'll be right back with second quarter action. McBain taking on Manton. You're watching CCTV and 26 Sports presentation of high school football. We'll be right back.